One whisper in a college hallway changed everything. When Skylar felt Jace's hand brush hers, sparks flew, secrets unraveled, and a stolen moment turned into an unforgettable connection that no one saw coming. It started with silence, but led to a love too hot to hide. Please don't forget to subscribe and comment. And one request, please always keep a smile on your face. I never imagined that a single sentence whispered in a hallway could change the entire rhythm of my life. But it did. And now, every time I walk through those cold, echoing halls, I remember his hand brushing mine, his voice like silk laced with fire, and the silence that said more than words ever could. It was the beginning of fall semester, and everything in the world seemed golden but hollow, like the leaves blowing across campus. I was tired of the usual. Same conversations, same expectations, same shallow flirtations that led nowhere. But then came Jace Walker. He wasn't just new, he was different. Tall, sun-bronzed skin, confident in a way that made other guys seem like they were still figuring out how to breathe. His eyes were the kind of deep green that made you feel seen and exposed. He had a habit of leaning just close enough when he spoke that you had to decide whether to hold your ground or forget how to think. I was in the library that afternoon, trying to focus on a psych paper, when I felt someone stop behind me. I turned slowly and found him watching me, a slight smile playing at the corner of his lips. "You always look this focused when you're trying not to smile," he asked. I raised an eyebrow. "You always flirt in the reference section?" He chuckled, deep and low. "Only with people who look like they could unwrite me with a single sentence." That was how it started. Harmless banter. Quick glances in class. Coffee that turned into lunch, then long walks that stretched into evening. Something in the way he moved made everything feel like music, like I was the only one who could hear it. But it wasn't just charm. There was something darker, deeper beneath Jace's teasing. A sadness maybe, or a secret. I never pressed. Instead, I let the silence between us grow louder, until one day, it became a language. It was late. The halls were empty. Everyone had gone to the football game, but I'd stayed back, claiming I had work to do. He found me near the west staircase, where the light flickered just enough to make shadows dance. He walked closer, hands in his pockets. Then he said it, soft and low, "Oh, your hands, in the halls of my square. Can I have a moment?" I blinked. "What did you say?" "Take your breath away," he whispered, stepping closer. "I don't mind if it's not mine. Just to say it. Sometimes, the silence guides our minds to move, to a place so." He didn't finish the sentence. Instead, he cupped my face gently, like he'd waited forever for this moment. His lips brushed mine, not in a rush, but like a promise. I should have pulled back. I should have asked him what he meant. But my body moved on instinct. My arms wrapped around his neck, his hands slid down my waist, and I let go. That hallway turned into something else entirely. Time stopped. His lips tasted like secrets and warmth, like fire on a cold night. I felt his breath hitch as my fingers tangled in his hair. His touch was urgent but reverent, as if he'd dreamed of this but never dared believe it would happen. We didn't speak much. We didn't need to. The way he pressed me gently against the wall, the way his breath trembled when I kissed him back harder, told me everything I needed to know. His hands moved over my body like he already knew me, what I liked, where I ached to be touched. It wasn't rushed. It was like we'd waited for this our whole lives. Then, he stopped. "Are you sure?" he asked, voice hoarse. I nodded. More than sure. He smiled, slow and magnetic, then kissed me again, deeper this time. But instead of continuing in the hallway, he took my hand and led me to the art room. The lights were off, but the moonlight spilled in through the high windows. It was quiet, intimate, safe. We sat on a bench by the window. His fingers traced the lines of my collarbone, then slid down the curve of my waist. My breath caught when he kissed the inside of my wrist. Then he looked into my eyes. "You make me want to be better," he said, voice barely above a whisper. "You make me feel like I already am," I replied, not even knowing where that came from. His lips were on mine again before I could think. This time, our bodies moved in sync, our silhouettes melting into the night. I felt every breath, every heartbeat, as if they were music written just for us. It wasn't just about heat. It was intimacy, real, raw, overwhelming. I felt seen. I felt wanted. I felt known. The next morning, we didn't talk about what happened. But it lingered in the way we looked at each other, the way his hand found mine under the table, the way I leaned into him when no one was watching. Weeks passed. We kept it quiet. Not because we were ashamed, because it felt sacred. Like if anyone else knew, it might break the spell. But secrets, no matter how beautiful, can't stay hidden forever. One night, I found him standing by the fountain outside the student center, staring at the water like it held answers. He turned when he heard me. I wasn't sure you'd come. I always come when you're near, I said softly. He smiled, but there was something behind it. A wait. A choice he hadn't made yet. I have to tell you something, he said, before this goes any further. My heart thudded. What is it? My dad. He's the new dean. I didn't want people thinking I got here because of him. I needed to prove I was more than that. That doesn't change anything, I whispered. It might. Especially if he finds out about us. I stepped closer. Let him. I'm not afraid. He pulled me into his arms then, kissing me hard, like he was trying to memorize the taste of me. Promise me something, he said against my lips. No matter what happens, don't stop believing this is real. I nodded. It's the realest thing I've ever felt. From that day, we didn't hide anymore. People whispered, sure. Some were jealous. Some were curious. But none of it mattered when his arms were around me, or when we shared quiet moments in the campus art gallery, surrounded by colors that mirrored our passion. Jace wasn't just the boy who kissed me in the hallway. He was the man who changed everything. Even now, years later, I remember that moment. The flicker of light, the hush of silence, and his voice saying, "Can I have a moment?" He didn't take my breath away. He gave it back to me. And every time the silence guides my mind back to that place, I smile. Because sometimes, all it takes is one whispered sentence, one stolen touch, to awaken everything inside you. And I'll never forget how he made me feel. Not just wanted, but unforgettable. Thanks for watch. Don't forget press the bell icon for more.